Hey everybody, it's Coach D again. We are in Chapter 8, the last unit of becoming a great teammate. This chapter is entitled Passion. I started a club, really just a name of something that I could use to encompass all of my camps and my clinics put together. I called it Southern Elite Volleyball. This was about 5 or 6 years ago when I first got to Jackson, Mississippi, which is where I currently live. And I started this Southern Elite, and our two words that we talked about are the two words in this chapter. And the two words are passion and purpose. Right now in this chapter, we're going to go over the word passion. Passion really relates to effort. I believe passion is the fire that resides inside of each one of us. Let me say that again. Passion is the fire that resides in each one of us. It lives inside of you. What are you most excited about? Now, some of you guys are, I'm most excited about my boyfriend. Or I'm most excited about Game of Thrones. I've actually never watched one. I never will. I'm most excited about eating Chick-fil-A. I literally just got off the phone with a recruit that said, I'm most excited about eating Chick-fil-A. They were off of class today and they said, we didn't have school today. I got to go over to Chick-fil-A. That's their most passionate thing that they would love to do every single day. But what is it that you're most passionate about? I hope and I pray that it's playing this wonderful game of volleyball. It might not be. It doesn't have to be. But what are you passionate about? Think about it. You can stop and pause. You're going to have to get a piece of paper out because I'm going to ask you this question on your quiz. Here you go. At the end of this chapter, at the end of this unit, you're going to have a quiz and I'm going to ask you, what are you passionate about? And if you put down Chick-fil-A, I might chuckle a little bit, but I want you to know what else you put Chick-fil-A maybe in something else. What are you passionate about? Is it playing volleyball? Is it being a great teammate? Is it playing softball? That's all right. Is it playing basketball? Is it singing in the choir? I've had volleyball players that are great theater students. Is it being in the theater? What is it that you are passionate about? Is it being a great sister? Is it being a great daughter or brother or son, whatever you are? For me, I want to know what you're passionate about because I want to know what that passion, what that fire inside you is telling you that you need to go do. Passion relates and it pushes us right toward our purpose. And again, we're going to talk about purpose in a little bit, but I want to sit on passion for a second. I want to think about right now, where are you? Right now, where's your starting point? And I'm going to kind of put back in what Dr. G talked about last time when we talked about goal setting. But I don't want to put goal setting necessarily with volleyball. I want to put goal setting as with life. I think today that you have an opportunity to get better in your passion and in your purpose. You have an opportunity right now to get better in being a great teammate. You've done a lot. You sat through about 5 hours worth of video to being a great teammate. But what I'm asking you to do right now is not just be 1% better in being a great teammate, but be 1% better in math. I know that's not your passion. It's okay. It is your passion. Right on. Me too. But I'm asking you to be 1% better in English. I'm asking you to be 1% better in Spanish. I'm asking you to get 1% better in whatever you endeavor into. I'm not asking you to be 1% better in being a troll on Twitter or on Snapchat or doing Snapchat 500 minutes a day. I don't care about how you scroll. I'm not asking you to be 1% better with that. I guess I am. If that's your passion of scrolling on your phone, wonderful. Get better at that today. But I'm asking you to be 1% better and be passionate about what you move yourself into today. Whatever you're passionate about, whatever you do in your next part of your day, I want you to get 1% better. And then I want you to evaluate yourself right now. Where are you right now? One of my favorite authors, both of my favorite authors, their name starts with John. John Acuff and John Maxwell. John Acuff wrote this book called Start. And in the book, John Acuff said that Start, he gave an illustration of back when I was a kid, we had this thing called the mall. We didn't have Amazon. We didn't even have cell phones. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have, BestBuy.com. We didn't have Apple. We had Apple, but it was Macintosh Apple. We'll go over that later. But what John Acuff started with this is he gave an illustration at the mall. And when you went to the mall, if you wanted to go to your favorite store, let's say it's Champ Sports or it's Sears or JCPenney. I know these are really old stores. Just bear with me. Radio Shack. It was awesome. But when you went to the mall, they had this big thing called a directory. And when you went to the directory, it showed you where all of these stores were. But it's very hard to go to where all those stores are when you didn't know where you started from. And they had this red dot on the directory. And there were 3 words. Every single time, the 3 words underneath that red dot said, "You are here." So for me, I want you to take a time to assess where you are. That means the time to think back and think about where you are. What type of teammate are you right now? Think about those times that you've let down a teammate, or that time that you really encouraged a teammate. And most of you, I would say, probably have encouraged more people than you've let down. But how can you get 1% better in that? I think it's by watching this course, and I appreciate you watching this course. I really do. This is not a money-making effort for me. I know that you had to pay money, but I had to pay a lot of money to the site to host this. I had to pay a lot of money for the cameras, for the software that we use. But I appreciate that. But what I want you to understand is I'd love for you to become a better teammate. I'd love for you to become a better daughter or son. I'd love for you to become a better person. I'd love for you to get 1% better in everything that you do. And in order for you to get 1% better, you got to know what percentage you are right now. And I can promise you there is room to grow in everything. There's room to grow in being a better outside hitter, libero, setter, middles. Whatever it is that you position you're in, math student, English student, there are things that you don't know. And you can get better in that. For me, volleyball coaching. I can get better today at volleyball coaching. Because volleyball coaching is my passion. It's what I love to do. I get paid to coach volleyball. That's a strange thing to think about. But when I ask you where you are, I'm asking you to put that red dot on your paper, on your goal sheet, on where you are in everything that you do. Assess yourself as you move forward today in your passion. Assess yourself. Where are you right now? I am here, Coach D. And tell yourself, you know what? Self, don't say that. But say, you are here. And then, even when, like you do a lot of times, you guys have it where whenever you talk about going someplace, we never had GPSs. We had, literally, I had to open up an atlas. It was a piece of paper that I had to find out where I was and where I was going and what roads I was going to take there. A lot of you just push a button and it goes to Google Maps or Apple Maps and it tells you where your destination is. We'll talk about your destination in the next chapter. But it always says, where do you want to start from? And it says my location. You have to enable locations and all those other things. But where is your location right now in the terms of where you want to be? How great of a teammate you want to be? Where are you right now? So I'm asking you to think about that. And then from now on, get the energy up, get the effort up. From now on, pursue where you want to go with passion, with energy, with effort. Every single day, right now, you have an opportunity to get better at being a great teammate. When you shut this off, you have an opportunity to get better at whatever it is you do next. Whether it's driving a car, you have an opportunity to learn how to drive a car better. You have an opportunity to go outside and play volleyball and get better at that. You have an opportunity to sleep better. No, don't do that. Maybe you should, but think about what you can get better at and pursue that passionately. What's your passion? What burns inside of you? I've already asked you what your passion is. What do you want to do more than anything else? That's your passion. Pursue that passion. Love that passion and get better in that passion, but don't confine yourself into that passion in terms of getting better. Make yourself a well-rounded individual. But I'll end on this. When we talk about passion, we talk about going after something. We talk about getting after it. And I want you to think about the only wall that keeps us from going after the things that we want in life is that wall of fear. In Joshua chapter 1, it was our verse this year, Joshua 1:9. It says, be strong and take courage. Do not fear or be afraid, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Do you know that in the Bible it says something along the lines of do not be afraid 365 times? That's a strange number. That's a strange number. Look it up. I had just looked it up before I started this lesson. The Bible says 365 times. It's not strange to me. Because every day, I want you to understand something. As you go out and you pursue your passion and you pursue your purpose passionately, do not be afraid. Be fearless. Step forward. I don't care if you make a mistake. I don't care if you fail. I don't care if you serve the ball out. I don't care if you hit the ball out. I do care if you yell at your teammate, because that's your character. There are skills and there are character. Continue to push yourself to get better, because when you hit the ball out, you're going to learn something. Guess what you're going to learn? Not to hit the ball out. Not to hit the ball in that way. Not to serve the ball in that way. Not to set the ball like that. Not to pass the ball like this. You're going to learn something new. In every failure, it's your first attempt in learning. That's what F-A-I-L, fail, means. So in your failures even, you have an opportunity to get better, 1% better. So go for it. Go for it. Find your passion. Take your passion and use that as the fire inside you to get 1% better at everything you do. I know that there are things that you love to do, and that's what passion is. We talked about that fire inside you. But I'm asking you to give great effort in every single thing, and I'll end with this. It says in Colossians 3:23, whatever you do, work at it with all of your heart, as working for the Lord and not men. I know we talked about it briefly in effort, but I want you to understand something. When you go out and you do anything, your math homework, your English homework, you get prepared to play in the band, you're going out on a theater audition, you're going to try out for high performance. Whatever it is that you're about to go do, go with it at all of your heart. Work at it with all of your heart. Be passionate about it. Start it and do not be afraid, because I got one for every 365 days there is. On leap year, February 29th, you might be a little bit afraid because we don't have one for that way. But let's go ahead and take the last February 28th and use it again. Do not be afraid. Be strong and take courage, for your God is with you wherever you go. So as you go out today, be passionate. Find out and assess where you are. And then as you move toward what we're going to discuss next, your purpose, as you move toward your purpose, move passionately. Go at it with all of your heart. Not for yourself, not for your parents necessarily, not for your coach necessarily, but move at it with all of your heart as working for the Lord and not for men. Go at it and move forward with all of your heart. Go passionately in the direction of your dreams. Thank you.